This is a map. It's called A Bird's Eye View of Atlanta, Fulton County, State Capital, Georgia. That's the title of it here. And it's a map done in 1892. And I found this map in an old house built in about 1910 over in Candler Park when I was crawling around in somebody's attic doing an inspection. And the homeowner said I could have it. We thought this was done, we mentioned this like by balloon, but it's done by block drawings from what I recall. They actually did, around the neighborhoods. One of the things that I find fascinating about this map is the Cab Avenue being a subcontinental divide, a hydrological ridge where water sheds one side to the Gulf of Mexico and the other side to the Atlantic. And the area here is Inman Park, and this is Springvale Park, and you'll notice that water comes off this ridge. This is the old trolley barn here. Water comes off this ridge, and there's a spring that goes all the way through, and some of it's been run underground here, but you can see the valleys, and it follows a route all the way through that goes to, this is Ponce de Leon Avenue, and people came from all over the world here. They'd get off at a train stop here, and this might have been a hotel. People would come here and drink the healing waters at the Ponce de Leon Springs. That's why Ponce de Leon is called what it is, because it was healing waters. They considered that like a fountain of youth. Here you have a clear water, all of a sudden water comes out off the edge of this hill right here. And here you can tell that there are these water stream beds that came through from different directions, and it's really unfortunate that they just covered them. I mean, they literally, looks like they just came in, I don't know how they did it, but they just leveled these areas and put the streams in brick tunnels, really. I mean, back behind on Lake Avenue, down through here, there's the brick tunnels are still there, where the streams run through the tunnels, and now that's a whole issue with the combined sewer and runoff. This combined sewer, and they call it combined sewers system, where the underground streams really carry our sewage as well, and they're trying to separate them. They're trying to separate those two, and so these streams, as you can see, end up back into a creek, and they're carrying raw sewage. So they built a treatment plant through here at Piedmont Park, and here's Georgia Tech. And I don't think you would see any of these streams anywhere today over there at Georgia Tech.
Where are they?
They're all underground. I mean, they're there, but they're just underground. They ran them all underground. You could see how on North Avenue they were already building culverts here, and then they came back and filled all this land. I mean, it's just amazing to me. They put all these pipes, all these streams underground. This is old Union Station, the train station through here. This is a classic old building down in downtown, where that's where the Omni is, and the what else is down there? Phillips Arena, all that. So many cities were built on waterways, really, and centered on the water. In Atlanta, for some reason, Atlanta was built more around its railroads. That was more of the central focus, I guess, of Atlanta. I mean, this is all, I guess, about commerce more, and access, and getting from the train depot, maybe to, I'm speculating here now, but you could get straight across, it was easier to, obviously it was probably easier to build straight streets than work the curves. And I think one of the frustrating things about Atlanta is its loss of history more than anything. How much they have lost in tearing down the old train station, tearing down some of these incredible buildings. I mean, when you look at even Inman Park, houses that were torn down for a highway, or buildings that were just completely wiped out. I mean, streams put underground. Why would you do that? I mean, it's just, and this was done early. I mean, look at this, is all built over stream beds. You can see it's like there's a drop off down into the stream, and they literally cut it off, you know, and put it underground in a pipe. And why you would do that? I mean, why not just build around it? I don't understand the rationale, and it cost a lot of money to do that back then. Why would they not just build around those waterways as well? Just seems like a bad idea to cover your streams. You know, you could never do that today. I mean, there's just no way.